a quick breakdown of the RAP Act, or Restoring Artistic Protection, which is a federal bill that is out right now, but it hasn't been passed federally yet. What is the RAP Act? So the RAP Act is a federal legislation introduced by representatives in Georgia, Representative Hank Johnson from Georgia, and Jamal Bowman in New York. And what it aims to do is amend the federal rules of evidence to limit the admission of an artist's creative work. So basically, what they're trying to do is make it so that you cannot use an artist or a rapper, you know what I'm saying, a rapper's lyrics against them in court. Why this matters? Courts have increasingly used rap lyrics against artists, assuming they reflect real events or admissions. High-profile cases obviously recently involve Young Thug, Gunna, Drakeo the Ruler, etc. Let's not forget Tay-K. He's behind bars forever. Since the early 90s, hundreds of cases have used rap lyrics in criminal prosecutions, often disproportionately targeting Black and brown communities for their choice of artistic expression. That isn't a literal confession. Key provisions in the RAP Act. Clear and convincing evidence standard. Prosecutors must first convince a judge outside of the jury's presence that the artistic expression is not just creative, but directly relevant to the alleged crime. Redaction and limiting instructions. If any art is admitted, courts must redact irrelevant parts and instruct juries on how and why lyrics can be considered limiting misinterpretation. And this expands to all creatives. So the legislation protects not just rappers, but songwriters, writers, playwrights, filmmakers, and etc. Anyone whose work could be misused in litigation. So the current status and momentum right now, because it hasn't been passed federally yet. However, it has been passed in the state of California, Louisiana, and Missouri. While they have state level versions, the one in California, it limits how lyrics can be admitted in court, which aligned with rap's intent. In Louisiana, it's now law, and Missouri's is scheduled to take effect this month, August 2025. So, why this is important? Without protections like the RAP Act, creative expression can be criminalized or misinterpreted as real-life intentions, and it counters racial bias embedded in legal systems that equate rap with confession and not art. So, this helps encourage authenticity. Let's say authenticity with a grain of salt, because we don't want to say that, you know, criminal activity is authentic to rappers, but it allows them to speak in metaphor, fiction, or persona without legal repercussions. Let me know if you guys found this helpful and what other legislations that were geared toward music you would like to know. Okay, bye.